value. Hold on for a minute. Let me turn this on. You guys are gonna get some serious value from them. So just give me a minute. Let me actually make sure I can get them on real fast, and we're gonna get this party started right when he get in. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Should be joining us right here in a minute. That was on me. I didn't know how to actually get in this. So give us a couple of minutes, guys. Like I said, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be one you want to most definitely stay in tune to. So let me actually give them another call real fast.
Hello, hey, it just popped up. I just put it in Chrome.
Okay, yeah, you got to put it in Chrome because I'll see you and I'll be able to add you.
Okay.
All right. Man, it's been an awesome week, though, guys. I had some great lineups. I had my friend, what was that? We started the week out with Kai. Kai talked about how network marketing, he's been able to venture into like starting his own businesses and stuff, franchise, strip centers. And then I had my friend Rodney Reed talked about all the amazing things he's been able to do. He got his kids, daughter and son actually in business with him. They doing some big things, guys. And I had my friend Sean on here. Sean talked about an amazing product, all natural, 100% plant-based product that we've been helping a lot of people with in the day. I actually got Gerrod lined up. I got another powerful lineup for next week. I got my friend Tim Brown would actually be with me on Monday, and he's going to talk about, man, staying focused, what it takes to stay focused to build a business. I got Wednesday, I got my friend Richard, and he's going to talk about building a business as a married couple. Him and his wife are building a huge business. They've been married. They've been in business for over 20-something years, same company. Man, you know, and what I want you guys to understand is, before we get into this, because I'm waiting on him to be able to log in, is that I met the majority of these people either through somebody or at a Starbucks I used to hang out with in Grand Prairie. I actually met the company I'm with now. I met the owners at that Starbucks. And I'm saying that, the reason why I'm saying that, guys, if you get out and you meet people and you communicate with people and you build relationships, man, that's the key. You never know who you're going to meet and how, you know, it all going to come together. I mean, when I first met the company owners that I'm actually working closely with now, we was just friends. And I mean, we was friends for years. I mean, we was friends probably for like about 12 years before we went in the business together. Called me one day, told me he was getting ready to start a business, got involved, made sense to me, gave me the product. It was amazing, got involved and started building with him. And that even strengthened our relationships, our relationship even more. So hopefully Gerrod will be with us in a minute and we can get this party right here started. And he can actually share his story with you guys. And we can get this thing right here up and rolling. Give me a second. Let me see. One of my friends is texting me. Yeah, I'm actually, hopefully he hit that thing. He was going through Chrome. I told him he had to go through Chrome. So he should be joining us briefly, guys. Sorry about the delay. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Hope you guys are set up to have an amazing weekend. I know I am. I'm actually doing a 7-day blitz. I'm going through a course with Jessica Higgins. Ray Higgins' wife. I mean, that's amazing. Learning a lot of stuff. If you guys are my friends on Instagram, let's connect. I actually been doing videos on Instagram. You probably have seen that I'm sharing more stories on my Facebook and on my Instagram. And I'm doing polls and stuff that actually learning from her. And we got some friends that actually learning some stuff too. Gerrod is texting me. Hold on just a minute, guys. Let me call him one more time. Just click that link. Yeah, that last link I sent you on Facebook. Are you in Messenger on your Facebook? Yeah, just click that last link I sent you, and it should let you in. It's got guests at the end. All right. Bye. you know, the way it is, guys. I learned from a guy, me and Sean went to an event earlier last year, and it was this, I think his name was Tony Gerrod. I remember his first name was Tony. And Tony, you know, he was like, man, if everything is perfect, you know, then other people feel they can't do it. So like today we having some challenges, but I went on and got on because I know this thing had to start at 1, but I know Gerrod is going to be with us. He's working on it right now. He's trying to get logged in, and it can be a little tricky. That's why a lot of times I like to actually make sure everything is good and do it about, you know, make sure we all logged in about 5 minutes before the actually 1 o'clock before the time start. So hold on, I'm just getting another thing from him. Oh, man, hold on for a minute. I'm just telling him to use this phone. Hold on just a minute, guys. Let me just tell him to use this phone. Just yeah. Give me 1 second. Sorry about this. Gerrod, are you are you going through Google Chrome or are you going through another browser? It should link. Try to use your cell phone. Try to do it with your phone. Click the link on your cell phone when we get up. We'll just go through your phone. On your phone. All right. We're gonna get this all worked out in a minute, guys. We will get it worked out in a minute. Hopefully he'll be able to log on his cell phone. If not, you know me, I always got something I could talk about, some kind of value I could bring to help you guys go into an amazing, awesome weekend. I'm getting text messages like crazy right now. Started, he can actually share his story with you guys, and we can get this thing right here up and rolling. So hopefully he'll be on in a minute, guys. If not, I'm going to shut it down and actually start it back. And maybe we'll come back at you guys a little later on because I know he's anxious. He's fired up about sharing, you know, his journey, his story with you guys or this entrepreneurship game. Man, I am so stoked. I'm so fired up. I cannot wait until he get and actually have an opportunity to share with you guys. And like I said, man, next week, I got a great lineup for you guys too. I actually been sharing my story, guys. It's truly about getting out of your comfort zone. When you just step out and you take action, amazing things start to happen. I mean, really, they do. I mean, over the past, I did a 14-day challenge with Ray Higgins. It was about doing a video 14 days in a row. And I said, even after that, I was going to keep doing videos, and I kept doing videos, guys. And I mean, it's some amazing things happening. The business was already picking up. Now the business is literally, I mean, it's just going like bananas. It's going crazy. So, you know, just make a commitment, whatever you're trying to do, just make a commitment, you know, write down your daily to-do list and just, you know, do it and scratch off. And you know, I always say take breaks. You know, I usually work for maybe an hour and 15 minutes at a time. After that, I usually take a break. I go walk my dog and stuff like that, and then come back and I'm refocused and I'm ready to go. And here go Gerrod, guys. We finna get this party started. Let me bring them up. So, hey, Gerrod. Hey, bro. Can you
hear me?
Are you in? I can hear you. I can hear you.
Can you still hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay, awesome. All right,
so
I'm out here walking. I got a great view behind me. So thought I would multitask here.
Oh, that's cool, man. But hey, guys, like I said, I got Gerrod, my friend Gerrod. I met Gerrod when he was in his early 20s. He was in a business. He was crushing it. He was killing it. We built a strong relationship. I've seen Gerrod evolve. I mean, he disappeared at one time, walked away from the network marketing game, disappeared. I didn't know where he was. I guess he was in Virginia somewhere. He actually came back. We reconnected, and He was building. He was actually training salespeople how to sell, and I was just amazed. He had a company doing that, And then I was actually been trying to get him on my live for the longest, and he was in Hawaii, I think, for about 2 months. So we connected. I told him I had to get him on here. He's gonna talk about millionaire mindset, guys. What does it take? You saw his bio. I mean, he's gonna help so many people create 6-figure incomes. He's actually gonna did over 2-point-something million himself. Gerrod, take it away, brother. Gonna share some value with these guys today.
Man, I am super duper excited about sharing today. Man, I thank you for calling me and contacting me and hey, letting me know, hey, that you wanted me to get on the call. You know, I don't know if you guys know, but man, again, me and Troy, we've known each other. It's been 10 plus years. I've actually never really, I think I've seen him wear a suit maybe 3 times. Okay. and Troy literally has been a part of my success story. You always want to remember the people that added value into your life. There are times when he was the person that talked me off of, you know, jumping off the mountain, if you will, and getting out of network marketing. You know, and then I went on to do, you know, went into doing some traditional business type stuff. Now, it's funny because I had some specific stuff I wanted to share with you guys. And it's funny how life works because I literally lost my cards. I lost my note cards. Okay. But I want to share this with you. I'm just going to be speaking from the heart. I believe this is the very first thing I believe. I believe that you win with your heart and not with your head. Okay. I learned that from a billionaire, Mr. Art Williams. I thank you for everything you've done. But I want to share this with you. Listen, winning is about having a winning mindset, okay, and about having the right philosophy in life. And the wind is just gonna, I don't know if y'all still can hear me very well because the wind is kicking in. You hear me good? Okay, awesome. Okay, so the very first thing is that number one rule thing here is that I am not a self-made millionaire. Okay, so let me go ahead and throw that out there. I am not a self-made millionaire. I am a mentor-made millionaire. It's very important that you always pay respect to the people that add value into your life. And guess what happens when you do that? You'll have more people add value back into your life. Okay. So I thank all of the people, the great leaders that came before me and taught me. You know, when I first got started, man, I was working for the city of Duncanville. You know, I was struggling above bills. I was jumping off the back of trash trucks part-time because I wanted to do more with my life. And I didn't know how I was going to be able to do it. You know, I remember meeting Mr. Tony and I had a gold grill in my mouth. You know, today I want to. Can you hear me now? Still?
I can hear you.
I had a gold grill.
You might have to find a good spot and just stand for a minute.
Okay, all right, cool. I'm gonna do that.
You're good right there.
Okay, hold on. I'm good right there. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So, literally, I had a gold grill in my mouth. Troy doesn't know this, but I was kicked out of school. I was kicked out of multiple schools. I was in special ed classes and but I was competitive and I always played with my heart, and I had tenacious. I would show up, Now listen, I'm gonna be talking loud. So if you got to turn your volume down, that's fine. I'm gonna be talking fast because this thing about winning in life is not something that is just the thing that we do, man. This is the thing that we give it our all 100%. Okay. So I'm going to talk to you about the good, the bad, the ugly. Listen, when I first went into business, I had a pink suit. I would show up to meetings in a pink suit and my mentor would say, hey man, you can't wear an all pink suit. I'm talking about highlighter pink. Okay. So I didn't know nothing. I just knew that I wanted to win. And I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I just kept showing up. So that's the number one tip I want to give you first is just keep showing up no matter what. The other thing that I did is that I was smart enough to be stupid. Okay. Now, one of the things that's important about that is that if sometimes if you don't know the right things to do and you don't know the right things to say, the best thing to do is to just don't say nothing. Okay. And then work your upline. I can't say this enough. If your upline is going to make an override off of you, because that's what happens in network marketing, I decided I was going to work my upline. Okay, so you guys, if you're on Troy's team, you should be calling him when we get off of this call and you say, you know what, I'm going to work your booty. I'm about to work your butt. I'm about to put you in front of as many people as possible, and I'm going to let someone with the skill set that knows what to say, that knows what to do, and when to do it, I'm going to have that person talking. And that's what I did. And then I started making $2,000 a week. and $5,000 a week. and I'm like, whoa, this is unbelievable. And then they cut me off. They said, hey, you're going to have to start doing all the talking yourself. And then I had to go through, the learning process. But what happened was I had made money. I had checks that I could show, And so I began now going to my appointments and showing that income. I say, hey, look, this is what I did over the last couple of weeks, just from being trained. And then people began to come into business with us. Now, I want to tell you something. Network marketing spoiled me. It spoiled me rotten, okay? Because I made over $1 million in network marketing. When the company went public, I was given shares based on my production. And then I went into a traditional business. Now, when I went into traditional business, again, network marketing spoiled me. I'm telling you, network marketing is the place to be, okay? Let me tell you why. First and foremost, you don't have to deal with payroll, okay? When you have a real business, guess what you got to do? Deal with payroll. And I'm telling you this from experience. I made over $1 million in network marketing. I made over $1 million in traditional businesses, okay? And I'm telling you, most people, they want to be the person to write the check until it's time for you to write the check, or until something happens wrong with the bag. Okay, because that's the other thing they don't tell you about when you go into business. If you have a traditional business, guess what? Something goes wrong with the bag, everybody's looking at you. I had a situation where we dealt with a $400,000 loss. $400,000 loss, right? and I was the person with the bag. So, you had employees calling you up. We had someone that embezzled $400,000 out of the company, okay? And when it looked like we were going to lose it all, what did I do? I got on the phone, and I didn't just call my normal business people. I called some of my network marketing buddies. TK, Terrell Knight, man, I hit him up. And I remember this day because I called TK and I'm crying. I'm on the phone. I'm like, TK, man, I'm going to lose it all. I got a 7,000 square foot house. I don't know how I'm going to make it. And he said, hey, man, I'm on an appointment. And he, with a very clear voice, he said, man, I'm on an appointment, man. Hey, man, we out here grinding. You got to keep grinding. And I said, but he said, man, you got to keep grinding. And I want to share that with you because no matter what it looks like right now, what you got to do, no matter what storm you're in, you got to keep grinding. No matter if your best person quit, guess what you got to do? Keep grinding. Oh man, you don't understand, Gerrod, because I lost my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my husband, my wife. The kids are going crazy. I don't know how I'm going to win because all these things that are stacked against me. You got to keep grinding, but you don't understand. My check got lost in the mail. You got to keep grinding. You don't understand? But my account got shut down for some reason. Guess what you got to do? Keep grinding. I had a situation where they actually locked my financial accounts, right? With hundreds of thousands of dollars in them. And they locked my accounts while I was on vacation dating someone for the very first time. Right? And these are things that I never had to go through when I was doing network marketing, right? Because in network marketing, guess what happens? Someone takes care of all that for you. I had no idea the headaches that you have in a traditional business, right? But no matter which side of the track you're on, guess what you have to do? Keep grinding. No matter what, you got to keep moving. You got to keep grinding. I've had situations where, going through the process in the beginning, I started making money. And when you start making money, guess what you start doing? You start chilling. You start relaxing. You start taking trips. Okay. You start passing meetings off to other people, right? You stop recruiting personally. You stop sharing personally your story. And I did that. And guess what? You know what, Troy? As I look out the window, as a repo man, gathered my car. Right? and I go to the door and I'm waiting on checks. And guess what? I was getting eviction notices. Y'all with me? I want to tell you exactly how it is. You have to stay focused and you have to keep winners around you. You got to get in a winner circle and plug in, because guess what? When those things happen, what you don't want to do is be around naysayers. What you don't want to do is be around people who have accepted an average and ordinary life, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with someone deciding to play football. There's nothing wrong with someone deciding to be a teacher or a cop or a firefighter. We need people like that, right? But listen, if you don't want to be a firefighter, you probably don't want to hang with someone who spends all of their time being a firefighter. Vice versa, a firefighter probably wouldn't want to spend all their time with someone who's focused on being a teacher. You want to run with the crowd of the people that want to actually where you have the same goals, the same lifestyles, the same desires, the same problems. Because what happens is those people will help keep you out of what I like to call the ditch. You know, you have to break down on a daily basis. Don't judge yourself. Get this, I'm telling you, don't judge yourself on your production. Don't judge yourself on the income you make. Because I did that. See, I was making a lot of money, but then guess what I wasn't doing? Personally doing what I'm supposed to be doing on a daily basis, right? And so you want to judge yourself on, when you say we eat that elephant, we want to break down your goals, and you want to start judging yourself on your daily production and your daily improving. You want to improve on a daily basis, okay? And you also want to do what? You want to produce activity on a daily basis.
Hold on, hold on, just 1 second, Gerrod. I got to make sure they got this. Let me make this recap. Did you guys get that? You know, I was actually on a live yesterday with one of my friends named McKnight, and he asked me what was the key to being successful in network marketing and successful in business. The first thing I said was mentorship. Did you guys catch that? Gerrod said he wasn't a self-made millionaire. He was a mentorship millionaire. He found people that was already wealthy and he positioned himself around them. Before Gerrod got on this, I talked about daily activities. I said you have to have a to-do list. You got to have a plan, because without a plan, you can't reach your destiny. So I'm telling you guys, get it from him. Gerrod has made millions of dollars. Actually, we probably going to be doing some work together pretty soon. Me and him been talking about. But that mentorship is the key, because Gerrod, for years, I didn't have the right mentorship. When I ended up getting the right mentorship, everything in my life changed. Even to the point of today, I actually got mentors in my life that's got me doing Facebook Lives and stuff and challenging me, right? One of my mentors, actually, not too long ago, he put something about daily activity, right? And I thought I was going to reach out to 20 people in one day. And he said, Troy, why not 40? You know what I'm saying? So you got to have it. I mean, man, you dropping some nuggets over here big time. Go ahead, Gerrod.
Man, I am so excited to be work with you on the project that we got, dude. I mean, I'm super duper excited. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this: mentorship will change it will cut down the amount of time that it takes to actually win, right? Because the people have actually won. So I'm gonna step on some toes here, okay? I'm gonna step on some toes, but it's needed, and I want you to hear me from my heart. When I wasn't an expert, I didn't try to act like an expert. I found experts. And if you're starting in your journey, or if you're midway in your journey, find an expert. And I'm gonna give you this rule of thumb. If the person isn't full-time, if they're not full-time, if they can't take a 2 o'clock phone call, if they can't take a 10 o'clock phone call, if they can't take a 2 o'clock phone call, a 7 o'clock phone call, and 8 o'clock phone call from you, right? Potentially, then you need to find the person that can. You don't need to have limits on your success. You don't need to have their time limits on your success. If someone's part-time, I'm sorry, but you're not qualified to train me on how to be full-time. You're not qualified to train me on how to make $1 million, on how to make $100,000. I'm sorry. You got to find the person that is full-time. If they're not full-time, you got to say, hey, I love you, like you. I've had to step on toes. I've came in business with my brother before, and he says, you know, I'm gonna train you. And I'm like, but bro, you don't know the stuff. Thank you for the opportunity, right? Thank you for the opportunity. And I made over $10 million just from opportunities that he's introduced me to. So big shout out to them. But guess what? I'm going to find the person that is full time, 100% involved in making this thing go, right? And that's a big key there. You got to get 100% in whatever you're doing. Now, I'm not saying I believe in having multiple streams. I believe in having multiple businesses, right? We always hear it, 7 to 10 streams of income, but most people only build one. And most leaders only want you to build one. Guess what, guys? You got to have multiple streams, okay? If you had 5 streams of income, 5 different things that don't compete with each other, and you made $1,000 a month in each one of those streams, you're at $5,000 a month. If you grow that to making $4,000 a month in each one of them streams, you're now making $20,000 a month, and you now can obtain freedom. Now, this is my belief as well. You only need $2,000 a month. And understanding of the financial game to create $1 million in 4 years. Right now we're working on a project, teaching people how to make over $1 million, teaching them how to get to $1 million in 4 years, and we teach them from getting to $2,000 a month. See, so you got to get a goal, you got to get a plan, and then you got to get after it. I'm gonna say that again. You got to get a goal, you got to get a plan, and you got to get after it. And then you have to establish, hey, this is what I'm going to do on a daily basis. No matter what, this is going to be my activity, and I'm going to deliver this activity every single day, and I'm not going to even look at anything. You know, with losing weight, I lost 42 pounds in 90 days, okay, using this product, one of the products that we have for launch. And we've launched multiple products. We've launched products, you know, and in 1 week, those products go off and do $8 million in 1 week, okay? But this product, I lost 42 pounds in 90 days, and the only thing I was focusing on was 3 things a day. You got to break down your day to 3 things a day. These are the 3 things that I'm going to do, and these 3 things will produce XYZ result. If you don't, what happens is you can get lost in the detail. You can get lost in the day-to-day, which I've done before. You know, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do that. And before you know it, you look up and you didn't accomplish, you know, everything that you wanted to accomplish from the day, right? You know, another thing that is very, very important for us to do is you want to have a spirit of collaboration. I'm gonna say that again, a spirit of collaboration. So I know someone who makes 6 figures in all the network marketing companies. Troy, I know you do because you have a spirit of collaboration. You know, me and Troy, we were in different companies. We've been in different companies for years where we've never been in the same company. And we've always had a spirit of collaboration where your thing works too. My thing works, your thing works. If we work it, okay? So there's somebody in the company.
I got one thing, Gerrod, and that's
yes,
the key, guys. Like Gerrod said, we've been knowing each other for years, never been in the same company. I have my friend Kyle on here. We've been knowing each other for over 4 years, never been in the same company. Kyle has diversified his income into other areas because he made so much money in network marketing. I had Rodney Reed on here, and you know Rodney. Same thing. Oh, yeah. We never worked together, but we actually became friends because of this industry. And Rodney has ventured off into other things. Like Gerrod is saying, you know, network marketing is such a powerful vehicle. And the reason why is because it can generate you the cash flow where you can tap into other things. You know, one of the things that I teach, Gerrod, is I always try to teach people how to generate an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. Because I know if I can get them to $500 to $1,000 a month, they're going to stick around. And the ones that want to make more money, they'll make more money. But the average person, if they just making $500, $600, $700 a month, they are happy. And that's fine because I'm happy for them. When you look at a network marketing organization, a true organization, it's more people making $500 to $1,000 a month than it is 7 and 6 figure money earners. Me and Gerrod can both tell you, we've been to company events, and most of the time when you go to the company event, what do you see, Gerrod? The same people walk across the stage, and they might add 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? But you see a lot of people out there that's making $500 to $1,000 a month. That's happy. So, you know, when I look at it, that's the ultimate goal. Me personally, just like Gerrod, I want to impact a lot of people. I want to change a lot of people's lives. And it's so crazy that, you know, through my journey of network marketing, the people that I've actually been able to associate with that actually made a big and huge impact in people's lives, a lot of them, they struggle with some kind of learning disability, just like myself, Gerrod, you know what I'm saying? And I think the reason why is because we get so connected to entrepreneurship because we look at that as a way out. You know, I didn't do well in school. I personally hated school. I was lucky to graduate. You know what I'm saying? So I know college was before me. But when I got introduced to network marketing, the whole game changed. So go ahead, Gerrod, and we get ready to wrap this up because I got a coaching call at 2:00.
Okay, awesome. Man, it's funny you say that because you're right. Like, listen, guys, I'm a normal, average, ordinary guy, right? That barely, I struggled in school, you know. But to wake up and to have the opportunity to wake up in a 7,000 square foot house is like, it blew my mind, right? And you'll look up in a part of this process, you will be thankful that you just kept paying the price and that you chose something that allowed you to leverage your efforts, right? The best thing about network marketing is that when you bring someone on board, you might bring someone on board that's an A student, right? And they will begin to fix parts of your business if you're listening to them that you have an issue with, okay? But I'm gonna tell you this, one of the hardest parts about success, I think, for most people, is that being successful doesn't look like the seeds of being successful, right? It's kind of like a tree. a tree, an apple tree, and a what do you call it? Palm tree. An apple tree and a palm tree, they don't look the same, right?
No.
But their seeds do. That is the hardest part about success. And so I want to challenge you to start looking at the seeds, okay, and looking at the trees and study the seeds and not just studying the trees, right? So I have some people say, "Oh man, when you get a tailored suit, where you get your tailored suit from?" You know, or how did you get your house? You know, or how did you get the car? And it's not those things that got me to where I am. It's the seeds that we planted that got me to where I am. Right? One of my great buddies who've poured into my life like you can't believe, the big CW, you know, making $200,000 a month and all that stuff. I got a chance to spend time with him watching the seeds that he planted, and those seeds turned into trees. Okay, and so we have to study that in order to create the same thing. You know, as you know, like someone like Kai, you know, he travels, he spends time. Guys, I wasn't spending 7 weeks in Hawaii when I first got going. I wasn't doing that. If you do that, you're gonna go broke. Okay, if you're starting, okay, you take a big vacation, your whole team quit, right? So you have to do what I did when I was in the seed planting phase of the business. So study the great leaders, what they were doing when they were building the business, not actually what they're doing now. Okay, I got plenty of leaders that I know that are traveling. They don't recruit anybody personally. They're not sharing the opportunity like that. They show up and they do trainings because they can put 2,000 people in a room, and guess what? Those 2,000 people now go put 8,000 people in a room. So until you get to that point, don't rush it. Okay, I did that. I rushed it. I built it up, rushed it, tried to do what the leaders were doing, and guess what? And then it came back down. And so while you're building that snowball, you got to stay engaged and you got to turn yourself on fire. If you look at the way I'm talking right now, this is how I'm talking when I'm talking to people about my businesses. This is what I'm doing. I'm not, oh, well, you know, so, you know, suit and tie. Well, you know, Troy, if you look at the trajectory of our business, it is going to be a mind-boggling, catastrophic type of, hey, listen, I ain't doing that. I'm telling them, hey, look, we gonna set the world on fire. You can come with us. We going to the top again. Let's go do it. Let's go win. Right? And if you communicate in that way, guys, what I've learned is that if you are excited about life and if you're excited about your opportunity, share it that way. You don't got to know everything. Just tell them, hey, I found something that's going to be life-changing. And don't take yourself too serious.
You know the crazy thing about that, Gerrod, just like you said, it's energy, man. People feed off your energy. If you all just like, you don't believe in it, they're not going to believe in it. I actually did a Instagram this morning talking about passion, man. You got to have passion about what you're doing. If you don't have no passion, people are not going to buy into you. See, they join companies. People don't join companies. People join people. I train my team on that all the time. I said, people buy you first, and then they buy your company, your product, your service second. Because if you go in there and you just talking about the product, and you just, oh man, I got awesome. People are not gonna buy that. You got to be pumped up, man, and you got to be driven. You got to be passionate about, me, and just like you right now. I'm passionate about changing some people's lives. I'm passionate about teaching people how to become entrepreneurs, and do it the right way.
You've always been that way.
But as I keep growing myself, you know what I'm saying? That's why I position myself around people like you, my friend Kai, Rodney. I got another guy next week. I position myself around people that's already doing it on a whole nother level because I feed off of that energy. You know what I'm saying? So you cannot be successful. I can't be successful if I'm running with people that ain't on the same level I'm at. Lisa came to me a couple of years ago, and one of the things she told me, she said, Troy, our mentors cannot be millionaires no more. Our mentors have to be multi-millionaires and billionaires. You know what I'm saying? Because instead of millionaire, if they spend $1, they're not a millionaire no more. So then I started stretching. I started stretching even higher because I know that in order for me to achieve the goals I want to achieve and impact the lives I wanted to impact, I had to get around people that thought at a whole nother level, man. And so man, I'm so glad you was on here today, Gerrod. I'm not trying to rush you, bro. But if you got one tip to leave them, what could you leave them with?
Man, I would say this. Keep evolving every day. Focus on evolving, but define your why. And when I was younger, I was around people that were older, and I created a why that would have been a why for them. So when I said my why, it would be it would fit in the group that I was running in, okay? Because everybody was 20 years older than me, right? So I'm gonna say you got to get your why and the real why, okay? So when I was younger, my why wasn't becoming financially independent. When I was younger, my why was, man, I want to have a nice car, so when I go on dates, I can have, you know, I can have a good look to myself, right? And so I'm telling you, have a true why, and only communicate that, because your true why is the only thing that actually truly moves you.
Powerful. And I know you know this guy right here, because I met him. Me and Lisa met him years ago. His name Tony with an S at the end. And he told me, he said, Troy, you're gonna get beat up. He said, what you need to do, you need to get index cards, you and your wife, and you need to put your why on. Because when you go out and people telling you no, people giving you bloody nose, people not seeing your vision, you can look at that card and see why you're doing it. Same thing. That why got to be so powerful that why will make you cry. Because if that why is not big enough, guess what? Nothing's gonna happen. Money is spelled M-O-N-E-Y. It's got the Y at the end. If you don't know why you're doing it, what's driving you, what's making you get up in the morning and do what you do, if you're in this entrepreneurship game, you're not gonna be big. You can't be successful. A couple of people are gonna take you know you're gonna probably in your home. Oh man, forget it. I just go back to work. You know what I'm saying? That's me. But hey, Gerrod, man, hey guys, do this. If you're not friends with Gerrod on Facebook, shoot him a friend request, message him. If you're looking to get in the entrepreneurship game, actually shoot me or Gerrod a message. Me and Gerrod is going to do something really, really big together. I think really, really special. He's just like me. He know the guy I'm working with. We met this guy at Starbucks. Just like I said, guys, you got to get out and meet people. I met Gerrod at Starbucks. The guy I'm working with, who owned the company that I'm with, actually was at Starbucks. That's how I met him. So, man, I'm telling you, stay tuned, guys. If you're looking to get in this entrepreneurship game, you know, I don't really talk about people joining me that much, but on Fridays, I usually put a call to action out there. Reach out to me or Gerrod. With that, guys, God bless. You guys have a great evening. Here you go, Gerrod. You can end it, Gerrod.
I was gonna get my IG, which is the Real Coach Gaines. It's the Real Coach Gaines, and Gaines is Gaines. Guys, there's enough room for you at the top. You just have to fight for your spot.
Yep. Peace, bro. God bless. Y'all guys have a good day.